Oh, hey, didn't see you there. It's me, Tito Alvarez. This is just reading one of my favorite books, because I'm a communist and I live in California. Live from my mother's basement. And we're here with some brew talk. Hams, baby, all American classic. Look it up. Where we drink some brewskis and talk about some real shit. Let me put my Favorito Libro away. Because I'm a communist, because I'm from California. But today's topic is not really about California and all the false that these psychopaths, I call them, delusional psychopaths, put out on YouTube. I'm gonna put this, my favorite book, away and talk about some real shit. Talk about why you're so manipulated in this day and age. Why you're so easily brainwashed. Why your children are being easily brainwashed right now as we speak. Not just you. Your kids are being brainwashed. They're being raised by computers. They're being raised by misinformation. They're being raised by just the way that we're raising our kids these days. In the future, they're not going to be acting or thinking like normal human beings. They just aren't, because what's been implemented in them is a form of, I would call it's a thin line between virtual reality and real life. So let's get into it, folks. Hams, beer. First, let me say something about the beer. Pretty much, this beer's been around since like the 50s or even earlier than that. It says 1865. I don't know. Since 1865. Your white granddaddy was probably drinking this swill, Where's my dinner, bitch? Just kidding. That's another. But think of it as to me, I've been drinking beer for a while, to me, it reminds me of it tastes just like Pabst. Honestly, it's like one of those beers, Pabst Blue Ribbon. So that's what we're drinking today, folks. Chug for justice. Like I said, not one of my favorites, but it's cheap as hell. And it's this much better than Pabst Blue Ribbon. Just a little bit, because that beer disgusts me. It's disgusting. I used to drink it back in the day. It's some gross ass shit. But enough about the beer. Let's get into the topic at hand, which is being easily brainwashed in this day and age. Now, I admit, I when I was younger, sometimes I still am, but I admit, I was easily influenced, easily impressed, because I didn't really know shit. Okay. Now that I've done somewhat of my self-research on various topics, I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm not 100%, knowledgeable about everything, but I've got my fair idea about certain topics, that interest me, and that actually are important. So I would say this, I have my own thoughts, not because a news format told me. I have my own opinions. Not because, a presidential candidate, Donald Trump, told me this, so I believe him now because he's my president. No. That's not how it works, people. We're being brainwashed left and right. These people don't have their own thoughts anymore. It's hard for people to have their own thoughts. They need a wake-up call. They get all their information from their little smartphone, their iPhone, their Samsungs, whatever it might be. Okay, they're getting their information from that. Sometimes they don't even give a shit about politics. They just want to be in the in crowd. You know what I mean? They just believe in something because that's the cool thing to do. All the hipsters are believing in this. All the edgy people believe in this. I want a hot edgy girlfriend. I want to chill with the cool kids. I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna fake. I'm gonna pretend to believe in this. It might even be a serious topic. Religious topic, abortion, feminism, bunch of topics. They'll just falsely say they believe in that. You'll be, just hang with the cool kids, get into a girl's pants. Listen, man, I'm in my 20s. Shit like this goes on, okay? You're gonna find a lot of fake civil rights activists in my age group. It's just what it is. Now, to me, I choose to make videos like this because maybe one day out there in the YouTube universe, maybe somebody will get some insight from my words. Like, don't get brainwashed easily. Before somebody tries to implement something in your mind like cement, make sure you do the research yourself before you start radicalizing yourself on whatever it might be. Remember, don't get instantly. It's easy to get brainwashed in this day and age. I'm not lying. Happens every day. I've almost been brainwashed a couple times. I would probably admit right now, like 5 years ago, or actually probably in my early 20s, I was probably brainwashed by something. I wouldn't want to say what it is, but that whole mentality that I had caused me to dress a certain way, act a certain way. It wasn't positive the way I was acting, and that I think because of me being influenced by the wrong things and not deciding for myself, I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life. That's why you need to save yourself from being easily influenced by a person or a thing. Because it's not worth it in the end. You need to believe what you believe. Even though it might be wrong to certain people. Now, I'm not saying, if you're a Nazi and you believe in racism, that go ahead and do it because it's your right. Well, it is your right. But that doesn't mean it's right. You know what I mean? It's your right as an American citizen. But if you believe in hurting innocent people because of their skin color or culture or religion, that's a whole new field. That has nothing to do with freedom of speech. You're threatening. You're a threat. So you need to be dealt with. That's just what my views on that. If you believe in racism and hurting innocent people and trying to cause a movement, trying to brainwash the blind into a movement of hatred, now I think it's wrong, and I think the government should deal with those people efficiently because it's not right. But then we go into a certain topic like the government, which I don't like talking about because it's a sticky situation. You got fucking I don't even like talking about that because it's like, in this day and age, like I said, it's important to make decisions on your own without influence from outside, outside media outlets, whoever it might be. My whole point of this video, I'm gonna chug it. My whole point of this video is don't get brainwashed. Don't let your children get brainwashed. Try to teach them something realistic, because they're gonna get to smartphones. There's just no escaping in this day and age. They're gonna get a smartphone, okay? But my thing is, try to teach them something humbly. Teach them something humble about life. Teach them something real about life. So maybe when they grow up, it just won't be influenced from a computer. Maybe when they grow up, they'll have influence from real things in life, real things in this world, real things that people actually go through. Tell them about people that actually have real dreams. Tell them about people that actually lived in the past, that actually had real dreams, that wanted to change the world for the better, or whatever it was. Let them know that there wasn't just people trying to be famous off Instagram, whatever it might be, YouTube, all this bullshit that they're trying to teach our children today. That this is their heroes, people. These are their fucking heroes. Some freaking whore on the internet, men or women, whoever it might be, they're whoring themselves out, teaching false ideology to our children, people. I don't want to be a preacher there, but this is what's going on. Now, I would say I enjoy looking at titties. Okay, I enjoy looking at asses on the internet. I'm a man. Who doesn't? But the thing is, when we teach our kids that this is the goal in life, you can be like them. You know, you don't have to be a doctor anymore. Even doctors are scumbags these days. Anyways, you don't have to go for realistic goals. You can be like this motherfucker on the fucking Instagram. You know, making money off fucking perverts, whatever it might be. Okay, that's just one example. Let's teach the next generations to try and change something for the better, because we are going into a plastic fake world. People, wake up. Chug for justice. This is Tito Alvarez coming at you with another beer and bullshit video. We'll be promoting this on all the racist white outlet YouTube channels that I find. Peace out, little monkeys.